Yes, you see, we have over 40 million arable land in Uganda. If out of 40 million, we could only use something like 7 million acres, I think we could create many jobs that are even more than the number of Ugandans in Uganda and outside Uganda. So if we are all using our land the same way YPA is doing, we could create more jobs than any other sector can ever do. So the farming sector still has a lot of potential to bring down the unemployment levels in Uganda. Just imagine, this is one color. You can start small, you can start with anything. You don't need to be maybe to be owning hundreds of acres of land. No, this is a small number of goats that you can even have on 1 acre. So it is just a matter of starting. Of course, I'm the one and only JB Magezi, the Executive Director of YPA, a proud farmer. Tour with me YPA Farms in Sembabule. Sembabule, YPA Farms. We are in Sembabule right now, YPA Farms. This is a brown flock. When you look the other end, you're seeing a white flock coming. Angels. Angels coming down from heaven. Yeah, that is a white flock. And when you look the other end, you're going to see brown and white. Brown and white, then black and white. Then the other extreme end, we are seeing some black men coming, black men and women, and some white men and women coming as well. So we are at YPA Farms in Sembabule. Of course, I want to narrate that YPA has moved so that you can maybe know where to start from. If you are passionate about farming, you may be having some idle money and you're looking for a better project you can start up. The goat keeping project is one of those best projects today that are being ranked the best, the most profitable venture that you can have as an individual. It does not need you to have a lot of money to start such a farm. All it needs is passion and time. Then you work with experienced people. Of course, YPA is there to offer its services to everyone. So it will help you realize some profits from your farm. We have seen so many people operate farms, but they do not realize any profits at the end of it all. Reason being, they are either working with the wrong people or themselves are the wrong people. Because if you do not have enough information in regards to the business you're operating, it simply signifies that you are not the right person to be doing that business. Yes, it is your business, it is your capital, it is your time you're investing in it, but if you do not have the right information, the right knowledge, the right expertise, you are becoming a wrong person. So in whatever situation of life, the same way if you want to construct a building, you do not construct by yourself just because you have money. You are going to look for engineers who are well experienced in that area of construction. You're going to look for architects who are well conversant with architectural work. They are going to come together and then do for you a better plan for your better building. Yes, you have money and time, but you cannot afford to do it. This is the same thing that happens in farming. So if it is agriculture, anyone can do it. But if we are talking about agri and business, that means you must earn that experience. So we have earned this experience over 18 years of experience doing goat farming. That's why we can tell you that goat business is ranked today in Africa the best investment that you can ever do. So just try it out from whichever country you are. Nigeria, we are having our team in Nigeria right now. In Zambia, we're having some farms operating. We are working with Tanzanians, Kenyans, Rwandese, and many other countries around Uganda. But of course, we are based in Uganda. That is where our headquarters are located. That is Kampala, Rubaga Road, YPA building, the only goat house in the world. Just look at this beauty of the white angels. So very many people normally ask us, why do we do this kind of segmentation or separating them? We separate them according to colors in order for easy management. and accountability. If a team of 5 people is taking care of white and brown goats, it will be very easy for them to notice that there is either a goat that does not belong to their flock, or maybe there is a goat missing. And if you can look at these goats, we have some few goats that are black and white, meaning that they must be among this white and black flock. So this is how easy you can do it. If you're having a big number of goats, for example, 5,000 goats, it might be some kind of difficult for you to count them on a daily basis. So all you have to do, if you must be hold of accountability, you must segment them, separate them according to their colors, which simplifies the work on counting them, and of course, recording records and everything. For example, if one is lost, it will be lost in another different flock, which is going to make the other people notice that there is a goat that belongs to a different flock. So with me here, let's look at black and white goats. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Black and white is one of the best combinations that people love. This is one of the best combinations that people love. Okay, let's talk about tagging. Let's talk about tagging. As you can see, and every goat here is tagged. I don't know whether the camera can show you the tags I'm talking about, but if you can look at each and every goat, there is a tag on its ear. These tags have different names. It is not one tag on all goats. I mean, each tag has a different name. Remember, as YPA, one of the activities we do for our community is rearing together as a whole. But remember, out of 1,000 goats, we might be having around 50 owners of these 1,000 goats. And in this case, what we do is we give each goat a name according to the owner of the goat. If you are William, it means that we can name your goat Wills. And once we name your goat Wills on its ear tag, we shall never give that initial to any other goat. So in our computer system, we are going to be using Wills as your initial, whereby if it is put in the system, we can easily notice or realize how many goats you own, when did you join, how many goats did you start with, things of that nature. How many years have you spent with YPA? So all that is easy for us because of giving them these different ear tags and names on the ear tags. So if you are George and your goat is called Geo, Geo, it simply means that you are going to come and visit and then ask for Geo. So they will call for you Geo. If you have 10 Geos, those are the goats you're going to see. If your goats have given birth to some kids, maybe after a year, you're going to find more goats than the number of goats you bought, because we have to add on a number that was born. For example, if 10 goats gave birth to 10 goats more as your profit after expenses and everything, we shall get your 10 goats that have been produced by the initial mothers, and then give them the same ear tag. So when you come to visit, you're going to find 10 goats of 20 goats of your initial. So that is how we are growing together as a community. And I'm encouraging each and every youth out there. Africa can never grow if we are not united. The only difference between Africa and other continents is that other continents are united. That's why you can hear something like United Arab Emirates. It means that it is a number of emirates that sat on a round table and agreed on how they are going to be governed together as a whole, how they are going to be running economically together as a whole. If you look at something like United States of America, that is a combination of states. The same way you could see Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Congo and Sudan may be creating something called United States of East Africa. Maybe that could be a country, but we can have United States of Africa. So we may not be having the United States of Africa in governance or in leadership, but at least we can have this in our activities that we operate. And as YPA, that is one of the things we are creating, because we have here goats of Tanzanians, we have Kenyan farmers who are having goats with us. We have Rwandan farmers who are having goats with us. We have Sudanese brothers and sisters operating with us. So, like, we have a couple of nationalities at our farms. So that simplifies it. It makes it easy for us as brothers and sisters to work together, resonate together, and grow together financially, socially, and economically. And this is what I could encourage each and everyone, each and every youth out there who's doing any kind of economic activity that they think can benefit others out there. So all you have to use now is your camera, and let your sound come out. Let your voice be heard. Let the community hear your words. Explain thoroughly well what you are doing on ground. This is what YPA does. It keeps goats. So you're going to be known in that particular activity, and you're going to be empowering many through your videos, through your words, and any kind of encouragement you're going to be doing. Of course, you can operate trainings to those who would want to start up the same kind of business. So this is just one farm in Sembabule, and YPA runs around 150 farms that is in Sembabule and Gomba. So we are very thankful for your support. We are very thankful for following us. Continue following these pages so that you can learn more about agribusiness, about goat keeping. We shall visit pastures, maize, and all other projects. As long as it is in agribusiness or farming, YPA is there. Okay, jebali kusebo.
Kale mukama wange.
Oli bulungi?
Ndi fine papa.
Mbadde nsaba osooke weeyanjulira abakulaba n'eki kyokola ne wawe tuli. Ojja kwogerako nnyo.
I'm called Kennedy John Kavuma. Acting as a regional manager, Sembabule branch, in a sub-region called RR12. We do quoterize them because for easy management. So as today, we see we are in our goats. We have these single mothers. Then
how many people? How big is your team?
My team is big. I have around 20.
Around 20 people.
20 people I'm working with.
Okay.
I have several grazers here around. As you see them, they are doing grazing with us, and most of them, you see, they are here.
Yes, so
they are earning some good money.
The license of doing this, I just want someone on ground. I'm on ground, but I'm in offices as well. But I wanted someone on ground to say something so that you can understand better. So I'm going to be asking him a couple of questions, of which he's going to be answering us. First and foremost, he has told you that he's the regional manager. You can even call him a regional director. Why not? So our regional manager in Sembabule, who is managing a team of employees, around 20 of them. Though 20 is small, because even the team we have here might be more than 20. Yet at each and every farm, there are some other
members.
Not security guards. You have not counted security guards. Grazers. Yeah. Okay, without counting veterinary doctors, security guards, and other people. Okay, that's very nice. How many farms do you have in your region?
They are around 20.
Around 20 farms in his region under his management. What is the commonest challenge that you are finding as a goat keeper? The biggest challenge that you have?
The biggest challenge is is about actually goat keeping lands with actually 4 principles. We have feeding, we
Feeding.
have proper breeding. Every goat keeper, everyone who want to join goat business, you should take care of those principles. They are a couple very, very important as far as goat keeping is concerned. We have management, then heresy. That involves treatment, and treatment goes much with vaccination. And so we have several viruses that disturb us in this business. Though we have got a couple of qualified team that comes with us for treatment, and those are basically vet doctors. We have vet doctors are different professionals with different qualifications. They are serving us very well.
Okay, thank you so much. What is the average number of kids each goat gives you?
On average, the breeds, as I told you, the principles of breeding. At YPA, most of the goats we have average of 2 twins. Well, we have those twins. We have the mothers that can give 3 to 4. They're not common, but mostly twins.
Twins.
That comes
so
from
the
the
average
breeding
number of kids per goat is 2.
is 2.
How many times a year?
They are 2.
2 times a year.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you manage the kids?
Kids, they are
Which
managed.
advice do you give someone who is just new in goat business and they are finding this problem of losing their kids when they are still as young as 1 week, 2 weeks, and then they end up dying? Which advice do you give them?
The best way is if the mothers were well vaccinated with different vaccination drugs. Of course, we have got several diseases that you need to be vaccinated. But after giving birth, these younger ones, they need extreme monitoring. Then on the first date of birth, if they have just been given birth or born, we first give iodine to protect them against different bacteria. So after we make sure that that goat, at least that small goat, at least milks from the mother. The first milk is very important. The first milk, it's a bit of yellowish, but it is very important to the kid.
To the kid.
Yeah. If you miss that step, at times you may lose them all. You may find it difficult. Then the second point is these young kids, they need the hygiene must be very extreme. In brief, the places where they stay, they must be very, very, very
dry and hygienic.
Dry and hygienic.
Then there is another challenge of abortion or miscarriage, if I'm to call it so.
Yeah,
how should I avoid that at my farm?
Abortions.
How should I prevent it?
Early abortions and late abortions purely goes with vaccination. If you vaccinate your mothers
against what?
Against brucella. That one can simplifies early abortions and late abortions. Others, we can these mothers, they don't need to be in a fixed place. That's why you see our grazing yards,
they are very
and
big.
The resting yards, they are very big. And each yard accommodates 100 goats. So that space itself creates a chance for the goats
creates enough security for the goats
themselves.
Where they can, if they are to fight or something, the stronger goat comes in, it is very easy for a weaker goat to run away.
Yeah. Then the next thing, we give them few bucks. We give them few bucks. 3 to 4 according to the number.
Why few bucks?
Because most especially we don't want fightings. All those fightings that can lead to abortion, most especially to these mothers, most especially when they are pregnant. So bucks should be very small in number to avoid fightings.
Okay, then another challenge is on bucks, exactly, inbreeding. How do you avoid inbreeding at your farms as YPA?
As YPA.
Because it is a big number of goats. So how do you maintain, how do you control inbreeding rates?
And breeding rates.
Mm.
Um,
And is it even a problem?
it is not a challenge, actually.
Mm.
I would say it is not a challenge,
Mm.
but the best way to do it
Mm.
is, I think, when it goes right with management. So in breeding, we 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 look for the goats of different, the bucks with different backgrounds.
Yes.
Say we can have uh, these ones from South Africa, South African Karahi, then we get some others from Mbende, so that we get different, several species in one
In one flock.
in one flock.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, thank you so very much.
uh,
Your name again?
John Kennedy Kavuma,
John Kennedy Kavuma,
yes,
working as?
regional manager, Sembabule branch,
In
sub-region
which company?
RR15, YPA
In
company,
YPA.
with Platform
Okay, thank
Africa.
you. Thank you so very
Thank you
much.
very
God bless
much.
you.
Amen.
JB Magezi is my name, Executive Director of YPA, and here we are at one of our farms in Sembabule, YPA Farms. This is a collection of bucks of different categories and different breeds, but they are all at YPA Farms. There is a lot of time wastage in Africa that I have realized over a long period of time. We spend a lot of our juvenile age in things that really don't add up at the end of it all in life. Just imagine spending 25 years at school, 25 years. By the time you leave school, you are already maybe in your 30s. Can you imagine? Okay, maybe early 25 years. 25 years in other continents or in other countries. People of 15 years are graduating, and someone of 15 years is still in secondary, still having so much time to spend. Do you know how much money someone can make in that period of time, in the same period of time, if they were only rearing goats? I'm not saying that our education system should stop, but I'm saying that agribusiness or agriculture should be compulsory at all levels of our education. Agriculture should be compulsory. Let someone learn how a goat can multiply from 100 goats to 1,000 goats. Let's teach people on how they can control inbreeding. Let's teach people on which kind of breeds, how to maintain the breed, how to treat them, and how to do all that kind of work. Africa is ours, and it is our responsibility to think for it and plan for it. We are Africans, and that will never change. So, as JB Magezi, as YPA, we are campaigning for this. In Africa, we can make agriculture compulsory because this is the backbone of the continent. Not only the backbone of Uganda, but the continent at large. Just imagine, look at this. Look at this. Do you know which kind of art you must use to have such kind of goat at this weight? Can you even imagine how many kilograms this one weighs? Do you know how tall it is, how huge it is? Do you know how old it is? So all that cannot be known. Ngoli mukusoma simanyanga koyikoyi, koisani, bantu, migration from this to that. All that makes little sense. I didn't say it doesn't make sense, but it makes little sense. If you are old today, you're a father or mother, just remember whatever they taught you at school and tell me how are you benefiting from it. Out of 100 people in school, only 1% benefits directly from what they were taught at school. So what I'm saying is, let's learn what was created for us. Africa was not created for automobile. We may not compete on the technology world. We may not compete on the automobile world, but we can compete in farming. Yes, we can feed the whole world if we are all doing it right. And we can be wealthy, we can live good lives, we can achieve each and every kind of standard of living through agribusinesses. There are so many businesses. Today I'm talking as a goat farmer, but of course I'm still talking as a maize grower, pasture grower, and so many other agribusiness projects. So my emphasis is whoever is having any kind of idle land. Can you imagine in Uganda we have over 40 million acres? That is arable land. 40 million. Out of the 40 million, maybe you have 1 acre. Utilize that acre to the fullest. Find out something better you can do. Create employment. There are so many problems we have today that can be solved by ourselves without involving government, without involving any other, maybe people from outside Africa, with us as Africans. Just imagine how many people are we here. Tuli abantu bameka. All of us are surviving on this, on the goat. You understand? No need of maybe degrees, no need of nothing. It is just a matter of knowing that a goat needs to eat, a goat needs to drink clean water, a goat needs to sleep in a hygienic place, things of that nature. And you create employment, employment opportunities all over. If each farm has 10 employees, just imagine 100 farms. If 100 goats have 5 employees on them, just imagine 1,000 goats. So most of the problems we have in Africa can only be solved by ourselves as Africans. So together we can. Now, this is what makes a difference. I'm JB Mageza as usual, a proud goat farmer in YPA, which is Youth Platform Africa, a group of goat farmers in the whole of Africa, basing in Uganda and other countries. So this is another farm of YPA. As you can see, it is a whole different scenery. So this can easily show you that it is a new place we have come at. Of course, today I'm touring with you YPA farms, and this is another group of beautiful boys and girls making a lot of money and a lot of good noise, which sounds like music in the ears of a farmer. Music from the kids, music from the mothers, and of course, music from the fathers. Join me as we witness how great YPA is doing the very impactful job on ground, employing thousands of Ugandans and of course creating hope for millions of other Ugandans. I told you, and I will forever remind you, that this is a project of so many people in Uganda, Tanzanians, Kenyans, Rwandese, Nigerians, Ghanaians, Zambians, and of course all over Africa and the world at large. So you can see this is the same color. It is white and brown. I told you we segment them, we separate them according to colors for easy accountability, easy management, of course, and the beauty that you are seeing when you're seeing the same colored goats. Beautiful, very beautiful. Just enjoy the music as we tour around. So we all know that this is a sunny season, and of course all the pastures have dried up. But I want to show you something very unique and special. When it comes to the goat business, the goats do not eat this kind of pasture that you are seeing that dried up. The goats are going to move and go to something like the other one. It is a small shrub. So goats feed on shrubs. That's why you are seeing green shrubs everywhere, and this is what a goat will come and feed on. That's why you can see the kids are very healthy. Just look at their size, and the fathers are very healthy. You can admire the size as well. This is a kid following its mother. This is a young kid following its mother. It is still breastfeeding, but you can still see the size of a kid. You get the point? Why yet we are in a dry season? When you look around, you're seeing green shrubs all over. And that is food for these goats. So whether it is a dry season or a rainy season, goats are going to still look healthy. That's what makes this business unique. So if we encourage each and everyone to participate in goat keeping, this is what we are trying to mean. It is such an easy business that it has no season. Be it a rainy season or a sunny season, your goats will look this amazing. You can see how kids are following their mothers. You can see over there how kids are very healthy and the mothers are healthy as well. So this is the beauty that lies under goat farming business. You're seeing the other one, it is even breastfeeding, right? It has, it is something like a month or weeks. We are seeing another bunch of white angels coming from down. I don't know whether you can be able to see them, but that is a bunch of white angels, white and black, coming to join us. So, if I tell you that if you're to operate a successful goat farm, you must ensure enough land is available. For example, look at this scenery. All these mountains are mountains for these goats to enjoy the pasture. This is a home of many, many, many millions of goats. And we are saying that it doesn't matter whether you have land or not. As long as this land is here, this is land in Africa, and it is for all Africans. It is not only for Ugandans, it is not only for maybe East Africans, it is for all Africans. What does this mean? It means that from whichever country you come, as long as you want to participate in this kind of business, you can come and take a share on this land. Because as I always emphasize, these are not my goats only. These are goats belonging to millions of Africans all over the world. Only that they are under YPA management. YPA is a company that deals directly with farm management and linking the farmers to the best markets all over the world. So we provide management services to your farms. We advise you on which kind of breeds, which kind of pastures you should grow. That is if you're going to operate on a zero grazing model. Of course, if it is a zero grazing model or semi-urban, you must grow your own pasture. So we give you that kind of advice, and when time for earning comes, you need some money. Of course, we advise you on which kind of markets you should be dealing with, or else we give you the market directly, or we can become a market. We have a number of Mbuzichoma restaurants where we are consuming thousands of tons of meat, and part of that can be gotten from your own farm. So this is the beauty that lies at YPA farms. So when I say that the word breed matters most in farming, what matters most is breed. Breed means quality, that kind of quality goats. If the quality is poor, quantity will not matter a lot. But if the quality is thick, is the best quality, then numbers will also matter. What do I mean in this? Just look at this kid and the mother. They are almost at the same size, but this is just a kid and the other one is a mother. Just guess how many months has this kid spent? It is still breastfeeding, that's why it is still moving along with the mother. So if you have a good breed, this is what you're going to witness. If the other one is the father of your goats, automatically expect the best ever. So if you are linked to YPA, you can even look at these ones. Are you seeing these kids? These two kids belonging to the other mother. You can see that the mother is still healthy and the kids are healthy as well. This is a kid as well. The other one is a kid still standing with the mother. Look at the height of the kid, the size and everything. It's still breastfeeding. If you look down there, it is still a mother and a kid, only that they are trying to play around. So if that is the size of your goats, if that is the kind of breed of your goats, you will be assured of the market. Okay, come with me as we say hi to these beautiful black and white angels. These are only black and white angels. Very beautiful, very handsome, very lovely, huh? Energizing. Otunula ku mbuzi n'owulira ng'ebirwadde byonna biwonye, n'otunula ku mbuzi n'owulira ng'enjala ebadde ekuluma egenze, n'otunula ku mbuzi n'owulira nga tokyayagala na kumanya ani afuga eggwanga. Gwe kasita oba ng'olina embuzi yo, ekirala ky'oyagala kye ki? Emirembe kasita gibeerawo, n'ennunda embuzi ne zizaala, obulamu ne bukola butya, ne buba nga bugonda. I want you to look at these bucks, these two bucks, the other white one and the other black and white. Just look at that size. So you cannot go wrong with such kind of bucks. No, You cannot go wrong. Actually, this is what I normally ask my people. You seeing the other white one? If you do not have enough capital to invest in goats, if you really want to participate in goat keeping, and you have limited, okay, should I say limited or maybe less capital, this is what I would advise you. Are you seeing what is happening down there? A mother of 3. So you can have a back to transform your farm. If you cannot afford to buy both bucks and females, you can only buy bucks. If you have a number of bucks at your farm, they are going to be transforming your breed. Of course, it won't take small time. It will take a little bit of time, but it is worth it. It is better than continuing with a poor breed forever. So crossbreeding is a very common practice in farming to those who do not have enough capital to buy the best breed in males and females. So if you cannot afford that, continue having your local females, but make sure that the male goat that is in your locals at least is the best breed that you deserve. We all deserve better money when it comes to taking our goats to the market. It is very unfortunate that there are some people who still have goats that are sold at 200,000. It is unfortunate that the goat that takes 200,000 takes the same effort in rearing it, eats the same food with these ones, it consumes the same time. Actually, it consumes even more time because a goat of 200,000, if it is local, it is going to be in 2 years, 2 years old. Yet, if it is a better breed, you're going to find out that a goat of a newborn, like if it is making a month, like these ones here, if you do not have at least 300,000 Uganda shillings, you cannot get such a little boy or a little girl. So this is what I mean when I'm talking about a breed. So when we say that goats are another kind of economy that we must all tap into, we are meaning this. It is not a matter of having 2, 3 goats and then you say when they call goat farmers, you run and come on front. No, we are meaning this kind of business. Thousands of them grazing together, staying together, and you are going to be enjoying the best market ever. What makes a market price sometimes is both quality and quantity. I want you to notice this. If you have the best quality goats, but the quantity is small, for example, you have 10 good quality goats, you will not access the best market because the best market goes to the bigger suppliers. You must have such a number in order to attract the best buyers to come to your farm and witness what you're doing on ground and make sense of the business and see and they see sense of the business. Because if you are encouraging someone to rear goats and you have 10 goats, what kind of encouragement are you giving them? Which courage are they getting from you? Like which testimony are they taking? You started with 10 goats and now it is 10 years, you have 50 goats. Now which kind of encouragement are you giving them? But imagine if someone started with 50 and they have 1,000 goats. That is a very big statement to a young farmer who is just starting up farming. And this is what we try to mean. Start with what you can afford, but make sure that your dream is bigger. Starting small is not a problem, but living a small life is a problem. Having a small mind is a problem. So as you start up your farming business, have a bigger vision, have a bigger dream, at least to achieve 1,000 goats. And then you can start selling off. Because if you have 1,000 goats at your farm, it is very easy for you to sell off 500 goats at once. And if you're selling maybe 500 goats at once and each goat is 750,000, this is 375 million. This is an amount of money that can change your life. It can give you a new home. It can give you a car of your dream. It can do you a lot of things. But now just imagine you have 50 goats and you're selling off 20 goats times 750, that is around 15 million. It cannot buy you a car, it can't buy you a house, it can't do you anything good. It is just keeping you in a realm of mediocres. So if you must change the kind of life you're living today, you must first change the kind of dreams you have in your mind. Change your dreams, change your vision, change the way you see things, and then everything else will have to change. I'm JB Magezi, the proud goat farmer at YPA Farms, the executive director of this mighty company of YPA, which is having the biggest goat farm in the whole of Africa. When I check on Google, that is what they show me, that YPA has the biggest goat farm in Africa with the biggest numbers, of course, and the best quality. Are you seeing these male goats fighting for a kagaru? Zirwanira kawala. Kati enegamba akawala kange, neri egamba olimba akawala kange. Kakati nno omweru n'awangula, era bw'atyo n'agenda ne kawalajjana. Naye omweru omuddugavu agivinze up. This is how people give up. Just imagine. Bw'atyo bw'awanise n'agendera awo. Agenze kunoonyaayo mulala. N'amwekukunyirizaako. Olina agamba? Oli n'amugamba nina agamba, era bw'atyo n'adduka. Asigalidde awo atunula ngaazi. Ono yeeno bw'atwala embiize. Yafunyeyo akantu ke akatwalaganya mpola mpola. Anyway, yeah, this is how life is when you're amidst this kind of beautiful animals. It is like watching a movie that you can never get tired of. So this is how we enjoy life. Come, tap on us, visit our offices. We welcome all visitors from all countries. We are loving people, and we love everyone from all over the world. So if you really want to rest with the goats, it is very okay. This is a very beautiful scenery. We can come with our camping tents and we camp over there as we watch the amazing movies played by these amazing goats. Are you seeing a movie here? Nebi maliriza. So this is a kind of life you need to look at. Tulindemu tulabe kitwala eddakiika mmeka. Bw'osoma inisho kibatwalira eddakiika mmeka okubanga bakutegeeza oba oliawo ebikwata ku mbuzi zo. Naye nga wokufaamu we tuli era embuzi zammwe zizo zonna muziraba. Of course si ze zino zokka, eno faamu eringa yakumeka. Olwaleero tubadde tulambula okuva ku makya, faamu ze ez'enjawulo. Kati njagadde kano nkakolere wano osobole okutegeera. Zize eddakiika yakalyako eddakiika emu. Yakalya eddakiika emu, simanyi oba mukubidde ali ku kyamisana. Era ASV bw'oba oli eyo, embuzi zo ziizino zinyirira okukamala obumazira bakino ekyoya. Kati zino enviri ze zigenda okuba ziri ze bayita blonde hair. Wategeera kawigi, na kano kawigi ka blonde hair. Okasuulako busuuzi kuli ng'okola bukozi bwoti, nokola bwoti, kaviri ne keekasuka eri. Abakubuuza ne bakubuuza kaviri wakajjawa, ng'obagamba wali eri ku YPA boutique. Gye batunda enviri eba boutique, kiba kiki? Eba saloon. YPA saloon oba YPA cosmetics shop. Cosmetics kiba ki? Ebyokwekolako bizigu n'enviri byonna bigendera omwo. Abakyala ba kuno balina n'ebirevu. Zino zonna ze tulina wano nkazi, by the way. ASV ayina ekirevu, eri koofu naye ayina ekirevu. Sometimes taaga zibuukamu kyekituli kyolaba mukuli okutu. Kati taaga bwe tugiteekamu oluusi zirwana, oluusi ne zeesikasika, taaga neevaamu ne tugikyusa ne tuteeka taaga mu kutu okulala. Nga tetukubidde essimu nti tusindikireyo eza taaga. Ani gw'ofunye? Ofunye YOP. Bamuyita ani erinnya? Mugarura Enoka Tulyashemererwa. Waayi kati ate waayi eba etegeeza ki? Mugarura Penelope. So P stands for Penelope? It is C, yeah. Ate Y and O.
Why it is in Tulyashemererwa?
Y is in Tulyashemererwa. Then O?
Yes, N is in Penrop again.
O is in Penrop again. Okay, when did she join YPA?
On 20th June 2025.
20th June 2025. With how many goats?
She bought 10 goats.
She bought 10 goats. Okay. Okay. Yagula embuzi 10 mu 2025 tuli mu 2026 kitegeeza kati za kagata kendala 10. Aha, omulala SOH.
Ani? SOH yes, Samula John.
Ani?
Samula John.
Samula John. Aha, yatwegatako ddi?
30th June.
30th June 2025 still. Eno faamu ndowooza wano zonna za 2025. Yatandika n'embuzi mmeka?
7 goats.
Embuzi 7. Aha, ate KOF.
Embadde sinamu. Bwe mbadde ndiko.
Omufunye?
Kamunoonya.
Okay, ndowooza ekyo kimala ne bwe tukoma kwabo. So kye mbadde njagala tutegeere nti buli initial erina story behind. Bw'osoma initial n'okubira ow'e Kampala, initial yokka n'agiteeka mu kompyuta, nga yo kompyuta eyiwako buli kimu. Ayina embuzi bwe ziti, yalima kasooli eka bwe ziti, ayina emizinga gy'enjuki bwe giti, yatwegattako bwe guti, n'embuzi bwe ziti. So ebyo byonna bibeera weebiri. So wonna w'oli ng'oyagala okujja okulambula embuzi zo, always feel free to come and visit your goats. Then let's talk about the size. Embuzi bannange, embuzi yaffe enkazi yeeno. Njagala ontwale ku faamu yonna mu Uganda mwe nsobola okusanga embuzi type eno nga ya 75,000. Kati naye nkankuwe challenge. Njagala ontwale wonna w'onooyagala mu Uganda, lwakuba size na minzaani nandibapimiddemu n'omanya kilo ziringa mmeka. Naye ky'oba omanya ezitowamu, era ogiraba amaanyi gaayo, zirabe zonna eza koofu. Zino eno neeri zonna zibirunginga ku muntu y'omulaba size eri. So embuzi egenda kudda ku kakadde. Embuzi egenda kudda eno size ne kino ekyoya ng'ate tutandise okukolamu enviiri. Embuzi egenda kudda ku kakadde. Nga tutandise okubanga lino ejjembe tulikolamu obuntu obw'enjawulo nga akantu ke bawunze obulungi okuva mu jjembe lino bw'okasanga wali nga bakatereezezza otandikira mu $100 okudda waggulu. Already eyo mbuzi namba. Kati awo embuzi eba egenda kulinnya akabeeyi. So breed kintu kikulu nnyo eri gwe ayagala okutandikawo faamu. Obuntu buno bwe tukutte nga bwe buli obutaano, singa obugula n'oyiwamu akaluma kamu ne weewamu akabanga ka mwaka gumu, ogenda okumaliriza omwaka gumu ng'embuzi ziwezeewezeeko. Bw'osigaza consistency n'ogamba buli luvannyuma lwa myezi bwe giti nja kugulayo endala ntoopingeko, enkazi ntoopingeko, eno bwe zizaala eno bw'otoopingako, ogenda okumalako omwaka gumu nga naawe osobola okutunuulira ekintu nga kino naye nga kyonna kikyo. So mwenna mbeebaza abaze beegatta ku YPA, abalunzi b'embuzi, abalima kasooli n'enjuki, byonna bye mwetabyemu mu YPA, Mukama abawe omukisa. Weetaaga abakozi bameka? Kubanga bano ndi mu kwogera n'abamaneja bokka, soogedde na balunda, soogedde na batambula nazo ku ttale, soogedde bayonja biyumba, soogedde basawo baazo, soogedde ba security guard baazo. Egyo gyonna mirimu. Njagala otubuulire. Bwe wali ojja okukola wano baakusaba degree. Baakusaba degree. Ye walinnyayo walaba embaawo meka gwe? General manager yalaba embaawo meka?
Obala 7 ezisooka n'ennya zokka.
Yabala embaawo 7 ezisooka, bwe yamala embaawo 4 eziddako n'agamba kanunde embuzi. Kati ali enaakola ssente ze. Embaawo walabanga mmeka?
Obala ya
7 ezisooka
n'ogattako 5.
n'ogattako 5.
N'ogattako 6.
Okay, senior 6. Kati regional manager RR12. Hey, afande. Walabe embaawo nga mmeka?
Okwata 7 ezisooka then n'ogattako 6.
Okwata embaawo 7 ezisooka n'ogatta kusiba n'abantu ba senior 6 grade ones. So mwebale nnyo okubanga mukyapa, mwebale kwagala mbuzi, mwebale kwagala bulunzi. Kansubire nammwe muteekamu embuzi.
tuli ba investor na.
Muli ba investor basewo bano ba investor mu gwanga lino.
Nolede mu YPA. Nawe embuzi zange 12.
Awezeze embuzi 12. Ate si kugamba nti yajja myaka 12 emabega. Nti abadde afunayo emwemu buli mwaka nedda. Ate gwe owezeza mmeka? Ono yakajja akyali mupya. Ate general manager.
Na 5 gokka we.
5 ne general manager tumuwadde target yakweza mbuzi 10. Bwe kitawera bwe tumalira omwaka nga taweza 10 ng'afuuka supervisor nga takyali general manager. Kakati kino kye tukutte kye kikola faamu. Tulonzeemu ennume entonotono ez'amaanyi amatono ze tusobola okukwata ne tunyweza. Kubanga ez'amaanyi amangi zitulemye okukwata. Tulina wano ennume eya white and brown, osobola ogirengera wali eri n'eno. Tulina wano ennume eza plain white, eri awamu n'eno abangi ze bayita savannah, ziri abangi baziyita bua, ate ne tubeerawo n'eno kabejja eyakula neewola gye bayita white and black. So oyinza obutasobola kutegeera nti tourism mu Uganda tekitegeeza kugenda kulambula mpologoma. Zino nazo mpologoma mu ngeri yaazo, kuba kati gozisanze wa mirundi emeka. Kikyentegeeza, in a way of promoting tourism in Uganda, we as YPA, we are saying that YPA Farms is one of the most toured places in Uganda. I'm telling you, YPA Farms, YPA goats, they are one of the most visited places in Uganda. At least I host something like 200 to 400 people every month coming in groups and individuals from within Uganda and outside Uganda. So in a way of promoting these activities that we do in Uganda, we can start thinking about these activities as tourism activities. Come to YPA Farms, come with your camping tent, with your family, campfire tugiteekewo wali, tusobole okubanga embuzi tubanga ogira ndoze emisinde gye ntwala. Okwate ku mbuzi wezoobe nayo. That is a very good leisure activity to be doing as an African n'opima amaanyi go. Naye nga ennume engeno gikwata n'ogiteeka mu faamu yo n'ekukyusiza ekisibo. Zino ennume lwakuba wano tewali ya bukadde bubiri. Ku zino zonna zitulina wano tewali ya bukadde bubiri. Kikyentegeeza zonna ziri above 2 million. Mulimu entonotono ez'omwaka ez'akamu ekitundu, mulimu ez'emyaka omwaka gumu kitundu awo za bukadde bubiri, zino ezirimu za myaka ng'ebiri zino ze tukutte wano. Tusobola n'okubala emyaka gyayo actually. Do you know how to count years? Naye baaba okubala gwe jamu tubale emyaka naye gwe jamu tubale emyaka. So soko oginyweza soko tejjembe kati njagala tubale emyaka soko giwunze kwata lino ejjembe lya wano gwe ozinywezezza kati emyaka ogiraba kati gano amannyo 22 gwe mwaka gumu gumu. Kitegeeza eno obala nti guno mwaka gumu gano 2, then lino ne lino myaka 2 egenda mu myaka 3. Okitegedde eba egenda wano mu myaka 3. So this is what we say. Bwe tutegeeza nti size eno njereke egende tubaleyo endala ginyweze. Oginywezezza. Twagala tubale emyaka gy'eno. Eno ya myaka emeka? Ogiraba nayo. Era nayo ya myaka 3 approximately. Guno mwaka gumu, then lino ne lino myaka 2, then buno obusembayo eno myaka 3. So naye egenda myaka 3 approximately. Gega amaanyi g'olengera. Ogiraba? Sokoleko omuggo tumale okupima obuwanvu bwayo. Muntu ayinza obutategeera buwanvu bwayo. Ogiraba obuwanvu bwayo emalayo omuggo gwonna. Bw'oba otandikidde wano ogiraba eba emalayo. So nga ate bw'eba eyimiridde oh my goodness tulina ositulamu ta Yes. Kati ojja tere okitegeera laba kahaaga ggwe laabwe nkiisinga then ono black and white zino zonna za myaka gyegimu ona ebigundi byasuula ebyo ebya kkala like erina n'omuddo gweri mu kugaaya munda. So eno black and white nayo weeri bweti bwebeera efaanana. Ejjembe lye lino lye twogerako erigenda okuba nga livaamu ssente anytime from now. Era kano akaviiri ka black kano abaagala buwiigi nga ka black, pure black, buwiigi bugenda kuba nga buva muno. Kati nga mu mbuzi emu nga musobola okuvaamu wiigi za black ne muvaamu ne wiigi za white. Buno obwoya buli lwe mbulaba ndaba ssente zange zigenda. Okitegeera, so saawa yonna eyo naye egenda kuba product. Kansooke nayo ngisitulemu tulabe. Naye ejjembe lyayo baaba. Nga yonna ngijja wansi. Lwaki neemenya kaabula eŋŋano. Bwekomba okomba ki? Ogiraba? Ogiraba? Okalaba akaviiri. So kaviiri kapalaso oba ka epas okalaba ate ekirevu kyani? Kyekirevu kyani? Malevu. Ekirevu kya malevu. Malevu kino takiweza. Swaba muto agende. Godfather talina waaka. Okay, so today I want us to talk about goat pen construction. I'm JB Magezi, the proud goat farmer under YPA company. I'm the executive director, and I'm proud to introduce to you the simplest way of constructing a goat pen. I just want to see with your eyes. Even if I don't explain a lot, you can literally see that whatever we used can be gotten by anyone who would want to participate in this goat business. Come closer so that you can see each and everything closely, and you'll get to understand. I'm going to explain to you why we let our goats. You have seen raised structures. So if I'm in a slanting piece of land like this one, I don't need to have a lifted goat pen. Lifted goat pen, what do I mean? It is like having this structure and goats are not sleeping or playing on ground. They are staying above the ground. But here at YPF Farms, where I am right now, the goats are playing on ground. It is more healthy for the goats to be playing on ground than it is for them to be playing above the ground. All you need to do always is to make sure that hygiene is maintained. Our goats are still in the field because this is a free range system. They only come here in the evening to rest. So the goat pen is going to be cleaned thoroughly well so that by the time the goats come back, they will find this goat pen super clean. And even if you look at this, considering the number of years the goat pen has been here, you can literally see that these droppings that you're seeing are of maybe this very day in the morning, but not for long time ago. Come and I show you this side here, where we have our evening snacks. This is where we have our evening bites from. So after the goats grazing over the field, like you have seen, when you check my background here, you can see that the field is very green. It is a sunny season, but the field is green, full of goats. So in the evening at around 5 to 6 p.m., they are going to come back. Time check, right now it is 9 minutes to 4 p.m., meaning that they still have 1 or 2 hours in the field. So as they come back, we shall prepare for them some snacks, and this is where they get the snacks from. So this is a space where they pass their head, because we do not want them to sleep or step or maybe urinate and do all that kind of funny stuff in the snacks that we are going to provide to them. It is a simple structure, well sheltered with iron sheets. It serves 2 purposes. If it rains at night, remember, they are going to be playing around here, sleeping around this place. But it might rain in the night. What do we do for these goats when it rains? So some of the goats are going to seek shelter under this sheltered piece, and then others are going to come this side. As you can all see, this is quite bigger because we want it to accommodate all the goats. So some of them are going to be seeking shelter under there, shade under there, then others are going to be getting their shelter here. Good enough, some of the snacks are here. You see, this is some salt that they come and start licking. You can see even here. So this is all for them to lick on. So this is how we maintain their health, because this is another mineral salt, a mineral salt block. And then you can see through, you are all able to see the other piece, the other extreme end. So the other one is the quarantine. If they are sick, if you have any sick goats, that is where we put them. But as you can see, we don't have any sick goat as of now. So the shelter, the goat pen is empty. Then the other side is where we put kids. We are going to go and visit it, see how it looks like. But that is where we put our kids. So kids that are not yet mature enough or strong enough to go to the field with their mothers, those are their structures where they sleep. So you can see all this is brought in here in evening hours. So they are going to clean the shelter, and they're going to find it as clean as this area here. You see, this area is very clean, and the whole of this goat pen is going to be looking like this piece where I am standing. So this is how simple goat pens are constructed. Don't spend a lot of money constructing, but rather make it simple and strong, and then use your money in buying the best breeds of goats, because what makes business is a breed of goat that you're going to be dealing with. Of course, I told you that water is a must. That's why you're seeing these drums here. They are always here to feed our goats with enough water, and of course taking advantage of the rain. That's why you're seeing these gutters that help us collect the water together into these water drums. So that is how simple it is. Then the other side, this piece is when we want to, maybe we want to spray them, because every weekend they bathe. Every weekend they have to shower. So this is where they shower from, this bigger space. And when we want to vaccinate them, when we want to do different kind of things, we collect all of them, we put them in this piece, and then we start maybe vaccinating them, maybe spraying them to kill the different kind of how are they called? Should I call them worms, yams, or something, or bacterias, all that kind of it. So if you want to count them still, this is where you put them, and then you stand there, because this is a small piece. So as you stand in front of this, it will be coming out one goat at a time. So it will be very easy for you to count these goats. As you look around the mountains, you're seeing a number of structures. Wherever you're seeing some white stuff, those are iron sheets, and that is a sign that there is a farm. And when you see up there, there is a camera which ensures security. These cameras are connected to our phones. So even if you're in Dubai, you're in Qatar, you're anywhere, you're in Kampala and you're in Sembabule, as long as the camera is connected, you're going to be able to see whatever is happening at your farm. Why? Because you have a camera connected on 24/7. It works on solar, so no need of electricity, meaning that it is on night and day. What else? Just start up your farm today and you're going to be enjoying farming in the most funny way, because money makes money, but goats make wealth. Good morning, good afternoon. I love you so much. So I told you, I'm still JB Magezi. Yeah, the proudest farmer, proudly working under PA management, the biggest goat keepers in Africa. So what you are seeing right here is manure. These are droppings of these goats. Just imagine a simple goat pen, a small goat pen like this one, and this is what is collected. I don't believe they collected this over a long period of time. Buno bumukunganyiza bbanga ki? Around 2 weeks. So this has been collected around 2 weeks. It is too much. So what am I trying to show you? It is very, very important for you to understand that if you are to deal with livestock in one way or the other, deal with crop growing as well. You can deal with maybe coffee, maybe banana plantations, maybe anything else. But make sure that there is a way you are growing something somewhere where you can take this manure. Because if you are not doing that, yes, they can buy it, but that is the cheapest way you can go about it. Because how much money are you going to earn from it? Not too much money, but it will be more important if you have something somewhere called a garden, or maybe a banana plantation, or maybe a coffee garden, where you can take these droppings and then spread them all over the garden. This is the best kind of manure ever, and that's why we are forced into value addition. In our chain, there is manure processing, where we are going to be packaging this manure and exporting it to different countries where they need it most. So in Uganda, we are lucky that our land is so fertile, but there are so many countries where their land is not fertile enough to let them grow enough crops for their own consumption and for economical purposes. So we are going to be adding this onto, actually it is already there, onto our value chain, our value addition chain. So just make sure if you're dealing in goats, have some coffee or something where this will go and play its part. JB Magezi YPA, the lover of farming. Kakati, what you're seeing here is a group of men. Bano boolaba wano basajja bereere, abasajja eŋŋwaŋŋuli, abasajja abaakula ne bawola. Yes, mulimu obuvubuka obuto obukyakula obukuzi. Buno obuvubuka buto buno mwaka gumu kitundu, wadde nga olaba buyina ebirevu ebiwanvu, naye buno obuvubuka buto ddala. Era bw'oba obukomparinze ne bali abasajja abanene be twalabyeko eri, olabira ddala nga waliwo enjawulo nnene. So this is how we groom them. Tubukuza nga bwa mpisa, tebulwanalwana, busobole okuba nga bwe bujjeewo ku faamu, busobole okuba ate nga bukolera omulimu omulungi awatali kuwakula ntalo mu kumiriraano. Kati njagala okubamu akafaananyi. Nsaasira omuntu agamba nti okulunda tekuliimu ssente. Take an example. Kitwale nti buli kaluma akali wano kakakadde kamu. You just take that as an example, kubanga kukakadde era tokafuna. Naye kakitwale nti buli kaluma akali wano kakakadde. Obulume bunolooza bulinga bumeka. Bwe buba obulume 100, okimanyi nti obukadde 100 bwe buli wano nga bwe buli mu kutambula. Kakitegeeza, if this is carried on as a serious economic activity, it can change lives. It can create more opportunities. It can solve so many problems. It is just a matter of mastering the art of doing it. And of course, to the other side, we are seeing some other soldiers come. Abajasi bakyali bangi. Kati wano tulabye obuvubuka obuto, tugenda kulaba ku basajja abakuzeekuzeemu. Buno bubadde buvubuka buto bwakatandika okuvubuka. Bwe baba abantu bali mu myaka 16, 18 awo wakati, bakyalina amaddu ag'ekivubuka, bakyalowooza nti banene ate nga bakyali bato. Kati bali abajaasa abajja, bwe baba bantu be bavubuka ab'emyaka 25 ku 30, oyo abeera musajja. Era bw'obeera eyo ng'oli mu myaka 25 ku 3 naye nga okyenyooma oli kikeerezi kubanga bwe kaba kapiira first half wagimala dda anti obulamu tubalira ku myaka aga 50. Bw'oba oli mu myaka 25 mune first half obeera wagikola otya? Oba wagitema ng'ogiri wakati. So kozesa emyaka gyo mu ngeri ey'amagezi. Kati wano bano be basajja eŋŋwaŋŋuli. Eno kino ekibinja ky'olaba wano nakyo kibinja kya basajja bokka. Obalaba? Basajja bokka. Saasana. Only men. Kakati gwayogera oyagala musajja afaanana atya? Oyagala musajja wa red Kalahari? Oyagala musajja wa black and white? Oyagala musajja mweru? Oyagala muzungu? Oyagala mukyotala? Abasajja bonna tubalina wano. Bw'otugamba bugambi ekika ky'omusajja, oyagala musajja ow'ebibomboola oba oyagala musajja atalina mayembe? Oyagala musajja wa mayembe amampi oba amawanvu? So abasajja tulinamu n'abasajja bakaddugala nga ye kaddugala yenna taliiko wadde ebbala. Baba nomba kutte. Balaba? Kati wano tulinawo abasajja babiri eŋŋwaŋŋuli. Tulinawo omusajja ono kaddugala ne tubeera n'omusajja ono owa brown. Omulabye? Tulinawo omusajja wa brown. Brown adduse naye kaddugala ye tukyamusigaza. Kati neeyongera okubakakasa nti z'enviiri buli lwe ndaba embuzi kati ndaba nviiri. Era kano akaviiri k'abakyala kano kalaba? Jangu okisemberera okirabe. Laba ggwe. Laba. Okiraba? Laba obuyonjo obuli wano ggwe. Toyinza kulabamu wadde akawuka. Obuyonjo obuli wano oyinza ogaba gisiiga muzigo. Naye ggwe, I just want you to admire the beauty. Rate this beauty. Okay, it is JB Magezi, YPA as usual, the proud goat farmer. These are some of the breeds that we have here at our farms. You see, goats have different categories and different kind of breeds. When you come close, you're going to see how this fur looks like. Very curvy. Okitegeera. Manye enviiri ezirimu amayengo. Kati enviiri z'amayenge eyina mayengo. Neeri kati ate waliwo eno bangambye bagiyita batya? Paraso ajja bakuba. Naye nga yo olaba akaviiri kwegamba ye ebintu yabigonzaamu. Ogira n'osaniriramu booti. N'okulaba akaviiri kabika n'amaaso bayiluminati simanyi. Buviiri buli balwihana bwe bakolanga edda. Brazilian hair. Kati ate waliwo eri. Teyina jjembe yeekola gwa kunyirira. Rona, come closer. You not. Teyina jjembe ekola bukozi gwa kunyirira. Kati gwe obeera otya n'ekintu nga kino ku faamu yo? N'oŋŋamba nti faamu yo teefuuke tourist attraction. Like seriously. How do you tell me that you have such a kind of breed at your farm and your farm is not becoming a tourist attraction? If we were to charge people who visit our farms, ndoza nawo twandibale tuyoolawo ssente eziwerawerako naye oluusi tuyoola ne tugamba mwenna mulambule. Bali bonna boolengera wali basajja bokka, temuli mukazi n'omu. Bali bonna basajja. Lwaki bwe bwe batyo? Baagala batransforming effaamu yo. Faamu yo erina ekizibu. Ekizibu ekiri ku faamu yo nti oyina ennume omaze naye emyaka 4. kati ekyo kiki kitegeeza ennume eri mu kuzaala ne mu bazzukulu baayo eyo mu bantu ebeera incest so nga tekwata kugulu mu bantu ebeera incest mu mbuzi ebeera inbreeding laba akaviiri gwe eri yakola akaviiri ogiraba kaviiri ke kali kennyini akawandiikibwako ka Westlife wajjukira abo aba Westlife abo ke kaakaviiri kennyini ku mulembe guno ani akalina eyina akaviiri kali unique eyina ekirevu kiri unique ate nga musajja oyo tomulaba okunyirira tomulaba okunyirira oyo musajja oba alaba atya gy'alaga simanyi bwa laba eriiso gye liri wezo gayambadde kawiigi okay kyembadde ŋŋamba nti olina ekizibu ku faamu yo ekizibu ky'olina ku faamu yo nti obwana tebukula obubuzi bulwalalwala bulabika bubi bufa bwakazaalibwa ekizibu ekyo kyandibanga kiva ku kubanga oludde n'ennume zeezimu mu faamu kye bayita inbreeding kati ŋŋanza amagezi genkuwa oli waddemu okugamba nti nze ennume njagala nzirugavu nti nze ennume njagala ya kyoyo etalina mayembe oli waddemu okugamba nti nze ennume njagala eno ya brown si brown ate black si black ate ng'erina n'ekyoyo ekiri kavi osobola okugamba nti nze ennume njagala ya black completely kati olabe ono bagaye bamuyita ani ono palaso wa black completely taliiko kala ndala akuba alimu oba wano yeeyerusaamukko alina engeri gye ya bleachinga mukko wano wansi yakwata mu kiziga anyirire nnyo okukirako awo so laba gwelaba embuzi akafunyu tolaba ekinyama alla ati obeera neeno laba ekinyama gwe laba eno yonna nnyama so you can transform your farm by upgrading it with the best male goat if you don't have money if you have enough money tunda bw'olina obufaanana nga obumyu ogule embuzi ez'olulyo ozigulireko n'ennume y'olulyo faamu yefuuka ekyobulambuzi ti vulumula ne YPA. Okay, kakati olwaleero ndi wano ku Agribusiness School. Amasomero gammwe agasinga obungi ekiraga nti masomero zibeera zikalina. Naye ku Agribusiness School ekiraga nti lino ssomero by'ebintu nga bino byolaba. Munnange nno tebiri wano kuba nti bikola nnyo emirimu. Wabula biri wano okubanga bisomesa abaana okubanga bakola emirimu. Kikye ntegeeza jangu olabe kakati eno tukisobola okukirinkingako eno beera kino kituyambako okubeeringa ngenda kubatwala mbalage omuddo gwe kiba kibeerinze engeri gye gufaananamu tugenda kuyitayitamu mangu omuddo guli sayidi zeeno kakati alina omwana n'atamulina eyaleeta n'ataleeta mwenna era muli bantu ate wandikoze otya kati gwe omuddo ogumaze okuba nga gubeeringibwa so this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Oh my goodness. Osobola okuwumulira ku byotunda, osobola okuwumulira ku byokola. Kati okimanyi nti kino kigondanga mu faliso. Era wano nsobola okwebaka n'empumulamu. Naye nga what I'm trying to show you is the other machine I just showed you the other side. This is the work it does. This is the work it does. It cuts it, sorts it, and builds it the way you're seeing it. What we call a bale is this one bunch. Kino kyolaba wano. Kati eno bale. So this is one bale. 2 bales. 3 bales. Sitegeeza kide kiri kye mwakubanga ku ssomero. I mean a bale of pasture. Yes, so from here to the farm, to the goats, to the cows, to the animals, and of course they're going to be enjoying. And then if you don't want it in this kind of way, you can crush it and have it crushed like this. And then from here you can mix it with some other ingredients and create another kind of food for your goats. Of course, this is the machine that does this work. So abaana bammwe bino bye bali mu kusoma. Guno agukola atya, guli agukola atya, kamashini kakola katya. There is another machine here, there is a machine there, there is a machine down there. All those machines for your sons and daughters to learn how to make money. And set your eyes above. You're seeing something very giant, magnificent, gigantic. You can give it all the names, but this is our beautiful combine harvester. So this combine harvester, what it does basically is harvesting maize. It harvests maize and makes silage. So it can harvest maize and make silage after it all. Yeah, this is one of the machines that we are trying to learn on how it works here at YPA Agribusiness School. All we have put our money into is securing these machines so that our students can get the very best that they can never get anywhere else. Remember, here at this school, we are so practical. Fere tuina theory. Omwana awandika kyayagala jukire practically. Are you getting the point? So there is nothing like sit in the classroom, tukwate chalkboard, tuwandike, jangu, tula wali, kati kino bakiyita bwe bati, kino bakiyita bwe bati, obulamu nga bukola butya, obulamu nga bugonda. So there is no wastage of time. You see, our academic, our education system sometimes is a little bit time wasting. It wastes a lot of time in so many things. There is nothing like having a lot of theory on such a machine. Why? Because I'm going to sit on it and they tell me this eteeka mujia. Kakati wano oliftinga. Kakati wano osawansi. Kakati wano kino na kino, wano kino na kino, wano kino na kino, nti wano break, nti wano kino, byonna n'obisoma. Practically n'ovuga. Wano teekako mataala, wano zikiza, wano startinga. So what is so much necessary of a theory part of it? So theory is given unto you by applying it practically. So you are getting both practical and theory lessons at YPA Agribusiness School. Yes, impacting the community is our passion. YPA, I'm JB Magezi, the proud goat farmer and the executive director of YPA. I love you. Food security is something paramount at your farm. If there is anything you have to think about before you start up a farm, it is food. You must make sure that whether it rains or whether it is sunny, you have food for your animals. These are the bales made by our own machines. And of course, we are making much more food in order to make sure that our animals are safe with enough food. And I want to take you to the store so that you can see enough of what we are doing. We have a couple of machines that help us in doing this kind of work. And we are training very many youths out there, young boys and young girls, on how they can utilize this knowledge back there in their villages and their communities at large, because our passion is impacting communities. Don't mind about the kind of dough we are using, because yes, okay, this is a store. Of course, it is full of bells and so many other kinds of goat feeds. As you can see, we are having our maize brand, of course, from our maize brand from the maize. We are having some wheat brand, which comes from Maganjo. We are having more bells here. The whole of this room, it is a bigger room, but it is all filled up with these bells of pasture. And I can tell you that if you have enough food for your animals, there is nothing that can ever scare you. Thieves can be tolerated. I mean, hygiene can be some kind of mishandled, but something that you should never compromise at your farm is food security. Because what makes a whole business is having enough food at your farm, which can be able to sustain your goats, whether it is a rainy season, whether it is a sunny season, whether they are on a free range system or a zero grazing system. Therefore, do you have a store at your farm? Do you have some silage making machines? Do you have some hay making machines? Do you have some baling machines? We have all that at our YPA Machinery Hub. And of course, there is a very big problem at our farms that we do not have experienced people who can work on these machines. And at YPA Agribusiness School, we are training that kind of person who is going to come at your farm and create business out of your farm by making sure that these machines are running steadily and food security is guaranteed. I'm JB Magezi, YPA Executive Director. I love you all and I'm passionate about farming. We are at YPA Farms number 34. This is number 34 and I want to show you how they get an evening snack. I don't know whether you have gotten something to eat, but the goats are getting some evening snack. You get the point? Hey. Simanyi oba walidde oba tewalidde naye zino zirya. So this is the evening snack I'm talking about. Very fresh because it is evening time. They are going to rest. They are not going to be running up and down. This is a zero grazing model. We of course have some dry pasture like you can see here. But if it is such an evening, we give them fresh pasture. Yes, a sugar napier of course. It is chopped into pieces and they are here enjoying. Of course, it can be eaten by the bigger goats, the mothers, and the kids as well. It is very constructed in a simple way that everyone can understand this and they can understand how to construct such a goat pen. Goats of zero grazing are very big, as you can see them. Mothers, of course, fathers are doing their own job. That is a job of fathers. Yes, it is doing a job, a very good job. Continue, mister. Yeah, do your job, sir. Do your job. Yes, this is the evening snack. We have a number of dining tables. So the other one is the first dining table, and this is the second dining table. We are having another dining table, the other extreme end. And of course, as I told you, the area must be slanting so that if it rains, the water flows very fast and the ground dries up in the shortest period of time. And if it rains, these shelters that you're seeing around become the shades to these beautiful creatures that you are seeing. So if it rains, they all come here, others go there, and others will go in the other bigger shelter. I showed you that already in the previous video. In the first farm we visited, there is always a bigger shelter for the goats to seek a shade when it is raining, when it is too sunny or something of that kind. Naalongo wuuyo omulaba yeegoba n'abalongo be. Ekiri wano ekibeera wano kibeera kikambwe. Laba omwana ne maama. So that is the size. Taata ali wali wagula supervisinga alaba amatwale ge nga bwe gali. So men out there, you should learn that. Evening time like this, before you sleep, make sure that you have supervised the whole area. You have moved around the whole house so you know whatever is in the house. Not just coming, entering, and then you sleep. No, you must know what is happening on ground. And mothers, you should learn to breastfeed your children like these mothers here are doing. Nalongo is there with her kids, breastfeeding them. Another mother is here with a kid as a father looks for another way to create another kid. So this is how amazing it is at a zero grazing farm. Fathers are very huge. They look like calves. You see how big they are? Hey, that is the product you should expect from them. But mothers are big as well. They are equally big. You can see the size of mothers. Hey, era bwe nkugamba nti embuzi enkulu eyo ya bukadde bubiri enkazi tolina kuwakana nnyo newankubadde nga ya 7.5 tetunaba kuvaawo awo. So thank you so much. I just wanted you to master and know how the zero grazing model runs. Hygiene is very paramount. You can see that the droppings are very, very fresh, meaning that these are fresh droppings of this very moment. It is cleaned every now and then to make sure that very many diseases are avoided, because a better veterinary doctor prevents diseases rather than curing them. If your veterinary doctor is asking for money for drugs every now and then, just know you don't have the best doctors at your farm. At YPA, we train the best veterinary doctors for your farms. Thank you.